Hi there, my name is Alicia London. Now, I've been asked over and over if I could do makeup tutorials and beauty, as I'm a qualified beauty therapist, and I finally had my arm twisted and agreed to do it. So welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia London and I hope you love watching. So first what I do, I'm very plain faced. I get Stereotain ready with a tissue, and what I do is spray some on the tissue and then just use that along the way to clean my brushes. Right now I'm priming my face with Kiko primer, just all over, because I like to prep my skin. And then I'm going ahead with Smashbox and I use that primer also. I do like to use two primers. This one's supposed to be good for your pores, so I don't know if you can see in the camera, but I do have pores, so I do like to use this also. I'm just rubbing that in and smoothing that all over my face. Doing a little dance as you do, because I am listening to music in the background, although you can't hear it. Then next I go in with this L'Oreal. I like to prep my face with this also. I do tend to use quite a lot of products on my face, but I just find that it gives the best results. So I just rub that all in, kind of just gives me like a good base. Like if you think of it as a canvas, I just think it just gives me like a better canvas to work with. So I just rub that all in and I kind of just leave it there, just to allow that all to set. Have a little jiggle to the music. And then I go in with this eye primer from Kiko. So I rub it all over my eyelid, all the way up to my brow. I do use my fingers. You can of course use a brush, but I just find your fingers are the best tools. So I do like to use my fingers, unless of course I'm wearing false nails and then I can't. Then I'm going in with this shimmer. It's kind of what we're going to say, like a light pinky kind of shimmer that I'm putting right underneath my brow. Spreading it all along, as you can see. And then I kind of go down to the crease. And then I go ahead and do it to the other eye also. And I just keep adding product till I get the right colour that I'm looking for. Now I go in with this L'Oreal Compact. I love this colour. I think it's adorable. It's like a very goldy type colour. It's so beautiful. So I go ahead and put that all over my lid. All the way up to my crease. And I just keep adding product. So I get the desired look I want. Then I go in next with this green colour on the same compact. Right in with my crease, and I pull it in a kind of V shape. I'm also using like a very flat brush for precision. So as you can see, I just slowly work myself inwards and then down in a kind of V shape, down to my lash line. So once I've worked it in with this brush, I then take a blending brush and I go ahead and blend that right in. Both eyes, blend that right through. I do also take it kind of down in towards my tear duct. And then what I do is I add more product, because I do want the product to be darker. So just in case not to do too much, this is better to build your product as you like, to the desired colour that you want it to be. So I add some more product and then I go in and blend out again. You have to understand that blending is one of the most important things of makeup. You don't want any, unless you deliberately do it, you don't want any harsh lines or anything. So it is all about the blending. As you can see, my video is fast forwarded and the amount of time I'm still taking to blend. You know, blending is ideal. So then I go in with this next. It's kind of like a darky colour, shimmery, with that little piece of the shimmery gold in it. And I go over the green with another blending brush. And also down to my lash line as well. It just really makes the colour pop and stand out. You have like the green undertone and then you have the dark colour that makes it kind of... my friend is talking to me. My friend can see I'm doing a video tutorial and she keeps talking to me. But yeah, then I take this brush and I go in with an actual black and I just put it right in the parts that I want it, so right in my crease and right down to my lash line, and then blend that out again. And as I was saying, it also gives this brilliant smoky effect that I'm looking for. And then I just go back in with the gold and pat it on top, just to really make sure that it pops and I haven't gone over any parts that that I need. So then here I am with the flat brush, right in my crease, down to my lash line. And then just working it towards my tear ducts slightly. And then I slightly blend this in. Doesn't need much blending because I want it to be quite dark in between my crease and my lash line. So just a little bit of blending. I take my cotton wool and just clean up the edges. Some people do use sellotape and stuff, which is awesome, but I just clean up my edges afterwards. My friend's still talking to me, although she can see I'm doing a makeup tutorial. Then I take this NYX eyeliner and I go ahead and do my wing, and then go ahead from my tear duct and continue to do my eyeliner. Now what I find is that small strokes work. There's my friend walking behind me right in the middle of my video. You don't know how much editing I had to do to edit her out, and she just still walks in through my video, the whole of it. She made my editing life a whole lot worse. But anyway, I will do a tutorial for eyeliner. However, at the moment you can just see that I'm just doing kind of small strokes just to get that perfect line that I'm looking for. I am quite looking for a thin line. I don't want my eyeliner too thick for this look. So once I've done one eye, I go ahead and do the other eye. Just bring it out. Once I bring it out, bring it back in. And then work my way up to my tear duct. Again, doing it quite thin. And you can see I had to edit my friend out there again because she kept walking through my video. Line it up, make sure it's all neat and tidy. Check them both to make sure that I'm happy. Make sure they both look similar. It's always good to take a quick look back and look, have a look. Don't know what on earth she said to me just then. Totally made me laugh. There we go, and I'm just neatening it all up. Like I said, I will do a eyeliner tutorial for you guys, no problem. But this is just one whole complete look. So I'm just neatening up the lines. I am quite a perfectionist, so I do like things to be quite neat. Quite similar. Sometimes I have to stop because I make it worse. I try to be too much of a perfectionist. I'm like Alicia, leave it alone, it looks fine. I also do like to go over it quite a bit though. Just like it to remain dark. Just taking some of the product off my lashes there. Cleaning up my edges again. So I'm going in with the second colour on this palette that I used earlier, just to give it that little darker effect, because it was quite light pink, so now we're going in with this bit darker quite look. Blend it in. I didn't put any product on this brush, I just used the brush that I used earlier for blending, just so I can blend it together, because it is all about the blending. So as you can see here, I have used foundation on my face with this amazing brush from MAC that is just brilliant for applying foundation. So I'm putting my base foundation on after the prepping that I'd done earlier. Quite dabbing around the eyes, bit of a stroke, but dabbing all over my face. I'm putting this foundation. And then here I am with my concealer, my beauty blender, and under my eyes. Now some people do put the products all everywhere where they want it first. I preferably just prefer, my preference is just to do one part at a time. It's just the way I like it. I just think it's more difficult for me to blend if I've just left the product sitting there. So I just like to do one part at a time. So I'm going in under the eyes. Pushing in where the tear duct is. right underneath my eyes, up my nose slightly. And just dabbing along. It's just the dabbing effects that you want. Blending out, just to make sure I haven't put any of the concealer over my eye makeup. Now I'm doing the low part of my cheeks, my jawline, on both sides. Like I said, I like to do bit by bit instead of just applying the products everywhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and do my T-zone. You do want your concealer to be the light concealer. You want it to be 2 tones lighter than your skin complexion. And your dark concealer, you want it to be 2 tones darker than your skin complexion. That's how it works best. So then here I am going in with my Kiko concealer, which is 2 tones darker. Putting it on my cheekbones. Now the trick is if you just tap under your cheekbone, you'll feel a little dent, a little gap. That's where you want to apply the product. And then for this one, I like to use a brush. You can still use a beauty blender or whatever your preference is, but for this one, I just like to brush it out to blend it. And then I just build it up and add more products instead of just applying loads of it at the same time. You just kind of build it to your desired look that you want. So if you want it quite dark, you'd put more. If you don't want it that dark, you just do it once, put less. Now I do my jawline. This gives great definition along the jawline. Again with my brush, and I just blend that right out. And then I really do have quite a humongous forehead. So this is fantastic technique if you have a big forehead like me. You just put the dark concealer along your forehead, blend it out, and it just gives the illusion that you have a smaller forehead. Then once that's all done, I go in with my foundation, my powder foundation, and then with all the light areas, I just set the makeup. I set the liquid foundation with the powder foundation. So I take my brush and I just put the powder foundation everywhere that I put the light concealer. And then I use a smaller brush for under my eyes just to get in those little areas. Then of course I now take my darker foundation, powder foundation, and I go over the darker areas that I use the concealer, just to set them areas also. And again the forehead, yes, the big forehead. I'm just going back over, build it up a little bit because that can actually make the product darker. So I'm just building it up slightly. I do like the quite defined cheekbones. So now I'm just brushing out my eyebrows into the shape that I want them. And I use this brush for your brows. And I also use powder for my eyebrows. Some people do prefer to use pencil or liquid. I love powder. So what I do is I start at the end, I work my way in. Once I get to the top, I work my way up and then back down again. Then after I do that, I kind of fill, as you can see I'm filling right now. And then work my way down. I do quite like my brows long. I love that look, so that's the look I go for. So as you can see, I'm working my way down to the ends, work my way in from the bottom, then work my way up, brushing up to give that hair-like effect, along the top, back down, and then fill. And then just make sure I have that desired look at the end. I do like my brows quite dark. The environment that I'm going to be in is going to be quite dark, so I do like my brows quite dark. I think it's important when you're doing your makeup to think about where you're going, the environment you're going to be in, the lighting you're going to be under, the kind of colour clothes that you're going to be wearing, because all this will complement your makeup. So where I'm going is going to be quite dark, so I like my makeup to stand out and be bold. blending out there to make sure that my eyeshadow meets the end of my eyebrows now, as I've created them to be a little bit longer. You know, just blend in. It is all about the blending. I love the blending. It's amazing. Neaten it up. Go ahead and add some powder or product if you need to. Just to make it nice and neat. Then I take this silicone brush, or silicone wand should I say, with a cake eyeliner from Kiko. I do love this eyeliner. And I go ahead and do my lash line, my lower lash line. Put the product on. As you can see, I stop before I get to my tear ducts. I'll tell you why in a minute. So I just put the product on and I put it slightly lower also. So it goes on my lash line and it goes slightly lower. I bring it up to meet my winged out eyeliner, just so it all coincides and runs together and looks nice and neat. As you can see, I'm just going slightly lower. My phone really keeps talking to me. Slightly lower I'm going, just so I can use my powder later and blend it out, just to give that real nice smoky look. I'm just neatening up the edges here to make sure it meets and looks neat. Then I'm taking a powder, black powder, and I'm blowing it out, just to set it and also just to make it, give it that nice smoky look. That blown out look that I'm looking for. Kind of setting my winged out eyeliner a little bit. Once that's set, I take the gold that I'd used earlier on my eyelids and I put it right in my tear duct and bring it up to meet my eyeliner. Now this is why I hadn't gone as far with my eyeliner as yet, because I had to do this bit last. And then from the shimmer that I used earlier at the top of my eyes, underneath my brows, I'm just putting that in to make it nice and light and give that little shimmery effect in the corner. So I've used the gold and then I've used this shimmer over it. And as you can see, I'm just kind of putting the shimmer on top and right in the corners there. And then just blending it in slightly at the top. So it all looks neat, there's no harsh lines or anything. And then going in at the bottom to meet the eyeliner that I've put on. So then the green that I'd used earlier, also up top in my crease, I'm now putting underneath the black eyeshadow, eyeliner and eyeshadow. I'm putting it underneath. I'm going to put quite a lot of product because I do want the green to stand out and to show. Then I'm using this brush by MAC, which is awesome. And I'm just going to blow that right out. Blend it and blow it out. I've also taken it up quite high to meet my eyeliner and my eyeshadow at the top, and then just blend it through. I'm just blowing that right out to get the look that I want. And I'm taking this telescopic mascara by L'Oreal. I'm just going to coat my lashes and brush them down and prep them for my false lashes. I'm just brushing them down to get all the hairs out of the way and to make sure they're all coated black. Sometimes product falls on them so they're not dark. Now the trick, I will do an eyelash tutorial 100% because there is a trick to putting on your lashes perfectly, and I will give you the secret to putting on your lashes perfectly. So wait for that. That will be coming very, 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 very soon. I've had to teach a lot of people to put on lashes and teach them the trick. And once I've taught them the secret, they are so happy because it just makes life a whole lot easier. So I will be teaching you that in my tutorial. As you can see, I'm putting on my lashes here. Bit of focusing going on because my camera is autofocus. And I'm just making sure that they're on, it's all stuck down and it's in the place that I want it to be. Yes. Then what I do is I go back in with my cake eyeliner and I go over my eyeliner again, just because I like it to be dark and bold and stand out. And then this time I take it all the way up to my tear duct to meet my eyeliner at the top of my eyes. So my tear duct, it will meet up. I just do a very, very thin line, don't want it too thick. Do that on both eyes. And then of course, I put banana powder on to bake. Now what had happened here is I had a manufacturing fault with my camera and I couldn't get it to work. So I had to let my poor partner hold his phone so I could finish my tutorial. He's so adorable. He was literally sweating trying to hold the phone still under the lights for me. So now I'm going in with bronzer and I'm just bronzing my cheeks, the high part of my cheekbones. This is after I've set my face with banana powder. And now I'm going in with this MAC bronzer. I'm going under, just under the highest part of my cheekbone. I will give you a description of all the makeup that I've used in the box below, so you'll have knowledge of everything that I've used, or I'll write it in the video when I'm using each one of them, so you'll know everything that I have used. And then what I'm doing is I'm going back in with the bronzer on top just to make sure that it's blended out, there's no harsh lines. Just doing a little bit of banana powder and rubbing it off again straight away, just so everything's blended through and through, everything looks nice and neat. And then I go in and put some on my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin. This is the bronzer. And a slight part of my forehead. I don't like to put too many because I do have a big forehead, so it doesn't really need to be more shiny. And then here we are, I've completed my look. All I need to do now is my lips. I go ahead and line my lips with lip liner at the edges. One of the reasons why we do this is because we don't want any bleeding. That means, you know, when your lipstick starts running into your skin. So line your lips with lip liner. It's always a wonderful idea. I'm going for kind of ombre-ish kind of look. That's why I'm doing the edges and the corners. My poor partner was literally dripping with sweat, just holding his phone and trying to hold it as still as possible. So I'm taking this pinky kind of lipstick by Kiko. It is better to apply your lipstick by brush. It goes on so much better, but I'm in a rush. He was dying. So I had to be really quick, and plus they were waiting for me because we did have somewhere to be. So I was kind of rushing through my lipstick because usually I would apply it with a brush. And then I'm going over it with this lip gloss by MAC, which is really amazing. It's Pulse, kind of gives your lips a juju kind of effect, zhuzh them a little bit. They go all tingly, beautiful and shining. And here we are with my completed look. Everything's done, even though this is on a phone and not my camera, so it probably would have looked a whole lot better quality than on the phone, but I do have to thank my husband for standing there and holding the camera for me, or holding his phone for me, so I could complete this look. So thank you very much guys for watching my channel. Any questions or comments, just let me know and I'll do my best to try and reply to all of you. Anything that you might want to see in future, or any advice or hints or tips that you need anything on, then also comment and let me know. And here I am with my finished look. And my hubby, the wonderful man that held my camera. And there's my friend who kept interrupting my video. Yes, there she is. Love her. I do love her. And here we are ready to go. So thank you very much guys for watching my video. Thank you for being on my channel, and please do subscribe. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at Alicia London. Bye.
You know when Bay is the makeup queen, right? This girl is a makeup artist and she will show you shit